Hello and good morning everyone. Welcome back to Access Machinery Saturday live stream episodes. I'm Irina Solovianenko and I'm managing partner at Access Machinery. And I have this morning here with me Andrew Vicente, our application specialist. And the topic of the today's live stream episode is the fiber laser machines. And we're shooting today at the special location because it's not our showroom, as you probably recognize already. It is our customer's premises, and Ranfar Steel is our long-time, very loyal customer. And we're using the courtesy of showcase our industrial scale fiber laser machine at their premises. A couple of words about Access Machinery. Access Machinery is an exclusive dealer for Durma in Canada, and we specialize in selling and servicing metal fabricating equipment. And today, specifically, we will be showing Durma 4 kilowatt fiber laser machine with a 5x10 shuttle table. Andrew, a couple of words about.
That's right. Thank you, Irina. So again, I'm Andrew Vicente. You've seen me in 90% of the streams or more. So here today, exactly what we have. We have a 4 kilowatt machine for Ranfar Steel, and they specifically bought this machine because they process a lot of plate, as you can see on the table here. And you know, with plate, there's challenges there as well. So the higher kilowatt helped them process that faster. Now in this case here, they do a lot of different plate because they make a lot of structural equipment for telecommunications equipment and structures that hold people and make ladders and other equipment and other kind of structural equipment for people to stand on. One thing I want to mention too is we are doing a giveaway for a $50 Visa gift card.
That's
LCBO
right.
gift card, sorry, so even more. You get your long weekend in. So we're giving away an LCBO gift card for the most active user, all right? Perfect.
Yeah, so we're encouraging you at the end of the episode or during the episode, follow our showcases that we will show you shortly, and please ask questions either about the machine, either about the application, whatever is curious to you.
Perfect.
And yes, as Andrew mentioned, it will be a very nice, cute giveaway because here in Canada we're going to have on Monday civic holiday. So we would like everybody to have really nice long weekend.
All right. So getting back to the machine here. So again, I said that Ranfar Steel mainly does plate. Now, plate has got its own challenges with needing kilowatt. You know, the feed rate might be slower if you don't have the right kilowatt, the right tuning. But with the 4 kilowatt IPG resonator on this machine and the 5x10 table, processing plate will be no problem. One other thing I want to mention though is you probably see about half the bed here. It doesn't look so great. I mean, Irina looks good, but behind her does not. So we got the plate here. So what I've done here is that you probably noticed we're a little bit cleaner on that side of the bed because we're going to show you a slat cleaner. So when you cut plate, a lot of the problem is that the bed gets dirty a lot quicker. And if you let that go for too long, you'll eventually have to replace your bed. And that's an unnecessary cost. When with a slat cleaning system, we're able to clean that up earlier and make your slats last a lot longer. So we're going to start off with our first showcase today, showing right away with the plate I'm talking about. Today we're going to do some half-inch plate on the 4 kilowatt here, and these are Ranfar Steel's actual parts, and I'll provide more description shortly, but let's take a look at what the part goes like.
Thank you, Andrew. Let's have a look.
The interface is exactly the same as our other system in our showroom, making it easy to work across multiple machines. We start off by part marking here, and in this case they use this part marking to help the weldment here be able to position properly. Piercing is very quick on the 4 kilowatt, as you see here. On a CO2 system, you'd have to do something called Pec Piercing, which essentially slowly drills through the material so you don't overheat it. But with the highly tuned IPG resonator and Pressatech head, we can pierce this material almost instantly. Despite being 4 kilowatt, right now we're cutting about 48 inches per minute, but we could push that past to about 56 or even 60 in some cases, depending on your material quality. You can already see what the plate is doing to the bed here, and we'll talk shortly about how the slat cleaner can really help with this. Continuing to etch some more here. Very stable. You need a stable head height to keep that going. You probably notice the copper tube on the near the head here. And what that does is essentially it blows away the sparks you see from the piercing, keeping it not only away from the plate, but keeping it away from the protection glass inside of the head. This is a standard option on the Pro Cutter head here. If you notice here, we are using oxygen to cut this plate. Oxygen will provide us with a very clean cut as well. Continuing to the last part here, one more bit of etching. Again, very stable, so they always have a spot to mark on. Pierce one more time. And just one more time. Perfect, nice and stable. We could continue to do that pierce across an entire sheet, and Ranfar Steel does. They'll cut entire nest, and with the confidence to be able to walk away from the machine while it processes it. Not worrying about a spatters getting over the nozzle because we have an automatic nozzle cleaning system if that situation were to happen. Perfect parts. You gotta love when they fall through the plate like that. You know, it's a clean cut. Perfect. Looks great. All right. You didn't get your weights in there, huh? So look at this plate right here. This is, again, half-inch steel here. We get 44W in this case, and look at those cuts right there. It comes right out of the machine. Of course, it would be hot, but thankfully we cut this a bit ago, and it's nice and cool now. Heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is heavy. Actually, you can see the etching, right, on the part right
That's
here. Right. It's very visible, and the quality is amazing of the cut.
That's right.
Right. So where this part is used?
So this is actually for an antenna tower for some 5G towers they're putting up. I'm not going to mention the client's name at their discretion, but Ranfar Steel works with telecommunication companies commonly, and this is helping build the 5G network in Canada.
That is amazing.
That's right.
And do you want to mention about the cleaning of the table, or are we going to show? We're going to do next showcase, and then we will talk about sled cleaner.
I think we need to dirty up the table first, and then we'll talk about the sled cleaner. So yeah, we'll absolutely do our next showcase. So we're going to do some stainless steel now. So they do a lot of stainless as well, even in the plate section. So they're unique in that aspect, that despite being 4 kilowatt and some thinking you may need a lot more, we're going to do some 1/4-inch plate here, and you'll see that the speed is absolutely fine. So let us move on to our next showcase.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Yes.
Again, with the interface here, there's very little operator intervention to get to the next material. We're completely switching here, gas, nozzle type. This model specifically will require a manual nozzle change, but we do offer an automatic nozzle changer to take off the onus off the operator even more. Fast axis brings it into the motion here. This machine is very quick on the X and Y. Again, the piercing, very, very quick. Within a fraction of a second. Large gas flows here through the nozzle, but it maintains the stability. You can see that head staying stable. Continuing the piercing. Again, this is 1/4-inch stainless, and we're going right through it in half a second. Very stable. Cutting at about 60 to 65 inches per minute in this material. We could go a bit quicker as well, depending on your quality requirements. There's also the option to air cut in this material, but you need a specified compressor for this as well. Here we were cutting with nitrogen. Look at those cuts. We've got a perfect edge quality here. It looks really nice.
Okay.
Right. Let's take a look at this part. You see this one right here?
Here we
Perfect,
go.
yeah. We don't even need to do any processing on that. We take it right off the machine and move it to its next station. So that's a great stainless steel part there. They call it a clip for a specific customer, and they have the application for that clip as well. It's actually part of a weldment, so it's not its own component. Or it is its own component in the weldment, but it's part of a full weldment for a structural weldment there.
That is correct. Andrew, I'm impressed by piercing. Like it's a perfect round hole.
That's right.
Are we using any specific type of piercing on the cutting head, or is just...
On this cutting head, it's just we have so much power, we can essentially hammer through the material instantly. With 4 kilowatts, we just go right through the material. We don't have to do any processing or playing around with it. We just go right through, because everything you add to a piercing adds piercing time, which of course is cycle time. Piercing, again, I repeat over and over again, piercing time takes up more time than the actual feed rate of the machine in most cases, because generally parts have more features than outsides as well.
That is correct. Yeah, and the edge is
like a mirror.
just like a mirror.
That's right.
Yeah, that is correct. And now when we are finished with our showcases, let's talk about cleaning the table.
That's right. So again, if you look over here, you can see one section is more clean than the other. This bed was a good example of a bed that it was about to be too far gone or would have had to been replaced. Okay, so in this case, we took our slat cleaning machine and we cleaned a section of the bed to show you that we're able to get another 6 months or more out of that side of the bed, depending on how much the machine is run. But this machine has been run close to a year now. We have this much buildup, and I was able to salvage that so they can get another few months out of it, which not only saves you money because of the material, of course, but it also saves you that time because they're very busy. They don't always have time to sit here and cut slats all day and keep replacing them over and over again. So a slat cleaner was a great fit for Ranfar, considering how much plate they do here.
Can we show it?
That's right. Let's take a look at what the slat cleaner looks like. Slat cleaner here, you put it on the top of the slat and you just push. We're taking a very dirty slat you see there. Pushing the cleaner across. Look at that finish right there. This equipment's really easy to use. You just plug it in, turn it on, and start pushing. So this slat cleaner here, when you saw it right there, it actually was able to clean the bed very easily. So all you see me had to do was push the machine and push it into place. And it's no problem to push that. It's not that heavy. I mean, it's industrial equipment, so it's got a bit of weight to it, but not any heavier than any of the plate they would have processed here.
That is correct. Andrew, so for example, this is 5x10 shuttle table,
That's
right?
right.
And how long did it take for you approximately to clean it? Like,
So that small section right there was only about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
If you spared about an hour, and maybe every few months, depending how bad it is. This is a worst case scenario bed, in my opinion. This would be a little too far gone or nearing replacement. So that we were able to do that section in 10 minutes. If you dedicated an hour, you could get both tables done. Depending how bad they were, you could go a lot quicker. I had to push quite hard on this one because how bad it was, but we still were able to chew through that. So I think the slat cleaner is an excellent addition for anybody, especially plate cutting, because your bed is going to get very dirty very quickly.
and it's natural, right? It's natural for the application.
Exactly.
You're
That's
cutting
right.
metal, you're using high power, you're melting material, so
Correct.
it is your consumables as well, right? The
That's
slats.
right.
All right, excellent. I think we're done with our demos today, and
That's right.
we showed our excellent new addition. Please inquire. We will be happy to tell you more about slat cleaners.
That's right.
Yes. I think we should move to the questions.
I think so too. So again, we already got a few questions, so thank you very much. Please ask anything about the slat cleaner as well. We got plenty of info on that. No problem there. No problem what you see what are the cutting here. Ask anything you want, and we'll be very happy. So, all right, so let's start with the question, We have number 1 here. So what
Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Erwin, for questions. Is it possible to add on this machine tower or loading, unloading unit? That's a good question. Yes, it is absolutely possible. That particular machine has a backloading model, so it is compatible with the different kinds of tower system. We have horizontal type.
That's right.
Or at the back side, depending on your shop layout. So there are several systems available depending on the amount of the cassettes and the height of the ceiling that you have in the unit. We have 5 cassettes, we have 10, and we are starting to have larger towers for the sort of lights out operations when there's over 20 cassettes requirement. We also have smaller versions of the automation systems.
That's right.
It is the support arms, and we have deloader.
That's right. So we also have the rapid server as well for less capacity, but if you need those quick cycle times, that's a single, because we call it kind of like a single cassette system, not meaning that you can only put 1 pallet on it, but it is able to quickly load and unload pallets over and over again. It's good for the panel type of work where it only takes about a minute or 2 to cut the sheet. The rapid server is great for that situation as well.
That is
yes,
correct.
Very good question. Thank you, Irvin.
Okay, and next question is from Erwin as well.
Okay.
How many different type of okay, so I believe
Yes, we covered it. Thank you.
Mark, what is the biggest bed size available on this model? All right, this model is HDF, and this is our best-selling model for the fiber laser. It's considered to be a golden standard for Durma. Our standard sizes are 5 by 10, 6 by 12, 6 by 18. And then we can offer custom size for the bed of the laser, depending again on the part size, sheet size that you would like to have. We can build up 2.5 meter, which is
2.5 meter, that would be about almost 200. Or sorry, no, 100 on the Y, and on the, the X, it's almost unlimited. I mean, we can make custom sizes, that's right. So
that is correct.
We even have a very unique machine where we just say the entire bed's the machine, and it just slides across.
Yeah,
so we offer very large systems, and we're able to accommodate a lot. So that's quite the bed size, depending what you require.
That is right. This is called Mega Cut, where you have your single table and the body of the machine is a laser itself moving over the table. So those are unique machines. They're intended to replace plasma for those customers who require more speed and precision on the applications, and the size of the bed is definitely up to the customer discretion, since laser cabin is moving over the table and they come up to 60 feet.
Good question, I like that one. Perfect. All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay, next question. If we need a faster machine, what are the options? Linear drive motions or high kilowatt? Yes, that is correct. Our standard machines are coming with the rack and pinion motion system.
Yes.
If there is a requirement for cutting thin gauge materials and you would like to speed up your acceleration, we are offering linear drives. Again, this is to speed up the acceleration. You're not gonna speed up your cutting process.
That's right.
Because it all completely depends on your kilowatt power.
Exactly. That's a good, and I want to expand on that a bit more as well. So you made a very good point about acceleration. What do we mean by acceleration? It's when you turn corners. So think about your parts, and if you have parts that have longer cuts, that linear drive is not necessarily going to help you. The helical rack and pinion is perfectly fine because the feed rate's limited by the laser capacity of the machine anyways. But if you have those intricate small electronic parts, you notice how the machine, every time it turns, it stops and it wastes time. You'll see that a linear motion machine has much higher acceleration. We can measure that in Gs, so we have like 2.5 Gs, 3 Gs. And we got some exciting stuff down the pipeline that I have to keep quiet about, but even higher Gs are coming as well. All right.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm getting used so much to our Saturday mornings.
I know. That's right. No, we're all awake now. You can tell I had my coffee.
Yes, I can, absolutely.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good question.
I think I know who's going to be the winner today.
I already see the winner.
I already see the winner.
Guys, come on, let's catch up. And you may win an LCBO card, but I'm already seeing a winner here, so let's keep going.
Okay. How we can clean inside of the machine if there is any injury. Our machines do not require cleaning. I'm joking.
Of course they do.
Of course they
Yes.
do. Yeah, Andrew, would you like to take?
Yes, exactly. So of course we have a dust collector, but I mean, there's always that bit of dust that it doesn't get caught or rises to the top of the machine, and it is encased. So instead of going to your shop, the machine frame catches it. A bit off frame here. I'm going to open the door so you can actually see we have a side access. So you saw in our other machine we only have the main door, very similar to this one. If you look over there, I see a little green button there. I'm just going to show you. I'll try not to be too far off here. All the way back here, you can see I have the door right here. That's another access to the machine, which is great because this bed is nice and long. So instead of having to, unfortunately, crawl through the machine to try to clean it or move a plate around, we now have this access door that you can go easily inside.
Okay, perfect. Another good point to mention, if you see how clean is the layout, and you probably can see behind me, then there's right away, there's a wall. So how come machine became so compact and taking that, modest amount of space of the shop? Because in this case, Ranfar Steel decided to optimize their space use, and they build their own mezzanine, where all the components that are not in use for and do not require everyday access, they're put on top, and the body of the machine stays on the ground, saving lots of space.
That's right. You can't see it here, but we have a whole gantry system here. Sorry, not gantry. Mezzanine system where all the equipment's above us. That's why we keep looking up. But they built a mezzanine, and there's actually, we have a magazine article we did with Ranfar, and they specifically talk about it, and you can look at this as well. Expanding on that, of course, that article was great. They were very pleased with the equipment, and I thank you again for taking that.
Yeah, we're gonna put the link to the article underneath this
yes.
video, so you can
see what the system looks like.
You can see, exactly. Question from Mark, can you cut aluminum properly with the 4 kilowatt?
It's a good question.
It's a good question, yes, exactly. I believe by the word properly, the meaning is with the
burr-free.
With the burr-free.
So this is one of my favorite questions because it's a bit loaded. So what we mean by properly is that on this machine you could cut up to 1/2 inch aluminum. Yes, you're going to get a burr. Okay, so depending on what your burr requirements are, you need to look at your kilowatt and if you're air cutting or not. So I'm not going to go, because I could go right into the weeds in this and spend 30 minutes or more talking about the subject. But what I'm going to tell you is essentially that the higher the kilowatt, the cleaner the aluminum is going to come off the machine. It doesn't mean that you're going to expand your maximum too much more past what you have here or a 6K, but you're going to get it cleaner and cleaner. So for example, this machine, you could pull 1/8 off perfectly. 3/16 is probably about the limit of where you're going to get a perfectly clean part off of this. Past that, we can keep cutting, but we're going to start getting burrs. So it's a great question, and if you want more details on specifically the kilowatt and a kilowatt you need for the thickness you're looking for to be able to pull off the machine, go to the next station, please contact us at info.
I would think that would be the best, right?
Yes.
That would be always
That's
the
right.
best. You can send us requests at info@accessmachinery.ca, and we will be very glad to send you all the information and do the time study.
Yes.
And we can do also demo cuts
Perfect.
at our showroom.
And ship them to you.
Yes, absolutely. There's a question from Pat Daou. Where can we buy those slot cleaners, and what brand is it? We are very proud to say that slot cleaner is branded with the Access Machinery. That's
right.
our own product. Everything comes out of necessity. We see the requests from the customers. Yes, similar models are available on the market. The advantage of Access Machinery slot cleaner is it is a lot more
Well, it's rigid.
It's
it comes with a
rigid.
case. You saw in the video, you might have saw it briefly in the B-roll shot we did there. It has its own case too, so you can stand it up in the wall, put it against somewhere. So it always has, the whole 5S thing. Everything has its spot in the factory. So
That's
we
right.
have that case there as well. And of course, we can also bundle this with the machine as well. So it's nice we give you the option to buy it all from one supplier, which is a great advantage, not just economically, but quality and service-wise.
And because this is our own product, we stand by the quality.
Correct.
And we offer warranty on that. And so please, again, info@accessmachinery.ca. We have large stock, so please inquire for any of your task jobs on the shuttle table. Next question, can we do air cutting on this laser?
Yep.
I think we already covered it. Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely. Capacity based. Again, if you tell me what you're trying to cut, even on the HDFS in our showroom, we showed the air cutting. It depends. I like to match the capacity to what you want to cut. And if you just tell me I want to cut right to the max, I can get you that too. I have all those numbers. Please contact us, and no problem. Thank you.
That is right. One more question from Erwin. Auto nozzle changer, is it available with this model? Can you specify if you have, please? Yes, absolutely. Thank you for asking. Auto nozzle changer is a great feature to have, especially if you are pairing your laser cutting system with the automation
Correct,
tower,
yes,
and you don't have to be. You don't have to worry about changing the nozzle.
That's right.
Again, it's a great feature if you have a fully automated process and you have different kinds of materials that you're storing on the tower.
Yes.
In case you're operating machine 1 or 2 shifts per day, your operator can easily change those nozzles.
That's right.
So either or, absolutely, depending on the task for the customer.
That's right. Good question. I like that one. So I can clearly see a winner here, unless we have any more questions. Looks like we don't. So I think he really wanted to win.
Yeah, I think.
All right, so Irvin, look who you won it. So you're going to have a great long weekend because you won an LCBO gift card. And thank you very much, Irvin, for asking questions. As always, thank you very much. Your gift card's in here. Enjoy.
Please don't forget to, I also would like to mention that if you recall from the episode where we made a portable barbecue,
yes,
there was a winner as well.
That's right.
That barbecue still sits at our warehouse.
Good point, yes.
At our showroom. If you're watching us right now, please contact us. Summer is still going. You still have 2 months to use it. So
that's right. Please
get in
contact.
touch.
We're ready to ship it to you. So thank you for winning it, and just come and claim it. Perfect.
All right. Okay,
Perfect.
guys. Again, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very much.
We're going to give you a little teaser for the next week. As you see, we're non-stoppable. It's August. We still enjoy the summer, and we continue to do our work. We're going to talk about amazing technology, what makes fiber laser industrial grade machine. We're going to talk about core, about one of the principal components.
That's
so
right.
please keep watching us.
Yes.
We're going to post updates mid of the week, as always,
That's right.
as we do.
That's right.
All right. Happy to see you. A happy long weekend. All the best to you and your close ones. Stay safe and healthy.
Thank you very much for watching.
See you.